we have.
So what'd you go looking for and what did you find?
We found it. We found it early on. It was actually 161. And so what we have here is it's an award that Biden won. Now, it was called the Hilal HILAL dash lowercase I dash Pakistan. And he was awarded this in 2008. And the thing is that 2008 was the first year of the first term of him and Biden and Biden him and Obama. Jeez, Pete. Same thing. Now, what this is that they gave him. It was given to him by the government of Pakistan for the highest degree of service to Pakistan, and it's highly restricted. Okay. Now, it's announced on August 14th each year and given March 23rd the following year. So why it's highly restricted, and it's like there's this it's called the Nishan e-Paki, and it's conferred for the merit and distinguished services to the country, international community, and foreign relations. Now, the Hilal e-Pakistan is second in hierarchy after the Nishan. Now, the Nishan is the one that's given to people that reside in Pakistan. The Hilal is the one that they give to foreigners. Which case, why would they give Biden like the highest award that you could ever win that, in that country? Why would they give it to him? Now, they said that he is consistently supported for democracy and socioeconomic development in Pakistan, and for his outstanding contribution to the strengthening of U.S.-Pakistani relations. Now, here's where it gets kind of just a little bit fishy. Now, in 2008, he was given $15 billion annually over 5 years, and an additional $7.5 billion over the subsequent 5 years. That's a 5-5. Okay. Now that's 75 billion plus 67.5 billion. And over 10 years, it's $142.5 billion.
How much?
That's $142.5 billion total.
For this award.
Yeah, from Pakistan. Yeah. And remember,
That's crazy.
Remember they were having this whole Pakistan, with Russia. They're saying that, Russia was paying to have our boys whacked and everything. Who do you think it was, really?
The dog did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Jason, that word Nissan, sorry, how is it spelled?
Nishan.
Oh, okay. Because Nissan means 17 in Jewish.
That's also a car.
Yeah.
The Nissan.
Yep.
And yeah, they're going to have a lot of problems coming up. I mean, I really hope people didn't put like any kind of eggs in that basket. No, the Israeli one.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe the shit's going to be coming out for that. Now, also,
I'll be
with
back.
this,
I have to deal with some children's stuff.
that's fine. And also, now there were 2 people that won this award. there was another one named Ronald Noble. Now, he actually became the Secretary General of Interpol from the U.S. Now, he was Secretary General from 2000 to 2014. Okay. He was the first American and youngest Secretary General at the time of appointment. Now, he worked for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania District Court. He also worked for the DOJ and the Treasury. Now, he's a law clerk for Higginbotham Jr., which was the U.S. Court of Appeals, Third Circuit. In 1984, he was the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. In 1988, he became the Department of Justice Deputy Assistant Attorney General. Now, in 1993, this is when Clinton was under office. He was appointed under the Secretary of Treasury Enforcement heads of these organizations, right? All of these organizations I'm going to read off, okay? Secret Service, and this is all at the same time. Secret Service, ATF, Customs Service Office of Enforcement, Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, Office of Foreign Assets Control. Yeah, that one's big. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Also the head of Waco Administration Review Team. Odd. Then in 1996, he returned to New York University School of Law as a professor. So he was all of that in a matter of 3 years. Well, in that 3 years, there was a lot of crime that went down. There was also the Archon invasion that was in 1995 when they had the Illuminati breakaway complex. What happened was the Illuminati, they broke away into half. Half of them stayed above ground, and half of them went down to into the Chimera tunnels, which are like the tunnels below the DUMBs, the deep underground military bases. And those are the ones that they're taking out now. I mean, they're like really, 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 really bad. Really bad. And he was in 1998, he was a witness for the defense of impeachment of Bill Clinton. Now, in 2000 and 2014, he was the head of Interpol, the Interpol JABS program, and that's when the JABS program was inserted into the Interpol's database. Now, the JABS program was the joint was it joint asset booking system, and what it was they were putting all these people in the prisons, and like we were talking about the Con Air SWAT teams, like they would go to these schools and do the school shootings.
Yeah.
That's what they would do. They would give these people, they're not even people, they're animals. They belong behind bars, and they would give them a visa, and they would let them go out and commit as much crime as they're going to do, and then bring them right back, because you're not going to accuse them because they're in prison. You're going to sit here and accuse somebody like Victor Cruz, let's say. You're going to accuse another student that you have mind wiped, mind erased, and just completely just MK Ultra'd. That's sitting there for no apparent reason, and they get a guy like that little slime ball David Hogg, slithering in and just be like, well, there you go. There he is. Little Adam Lanza himself. Yeah, David Hogg, Adam Lanza, same kid. Now, in 2011, no, I take that back. Now, in 1998, Janet Reno and FBI Director Louis Freeh asked Noble to apply to the Secretary General spot of Interpol. Now, in November 2000, he became the first non-European, first non-white, first American, first African American, and youngest Secretary General in history. Odd. That's a lot. Now, in 2011, he too won the Hilal-e Pakistan Award. That's a lot of cheddar there too. So, in 2015, the president, which he's probably already taken out now, he founded RKN Global DWC LLC, and the headquarters was in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. Who owned the mansion that burned down in February of 2017 in Virginia, well, right outside of the headquarters of the CIA, which was outside the old Colonial Pig Farm and the Grandma Rita's orphanage? It was the United Arab Emirates one. And that was the one that they threw all these parties with the art, the live art, where since they have a, how do you say it? Since they have that diplomatic immunity, they can get quote live art shipped in, no questions asked. So whenever you see those kids wrapped up in those boxes and taped up and totally drugged out, that's live art. That's what they were doing at these mansions. And they're completely just dead, complete diplomatic immunity. And who was running these parties? Good old Podesta. These people are just fucking sick.
Sick.
Beyond sick.